Our NRL tips of the week. Jaden, what's the first game off the rank?
Thursday night, Rabbits Penrith at Core Stadium.
Some tough games this week. That's a tough starter. Penrith have been the better side. I think they're going to want to show that they had a poor performance last week, and I think they're going to get it done against Souths.
Panthers have the Rabbits number, so I'll take Penrith here in a close one. I like to see Latrell have a good game against Penrith, but I'll take Penrith in a close one.
Panthers 1-12. Richard, our dad, who's been keeping up to date with our tips online, he's gone with Souths.
Yeah, surprising.
Next game, we've got Para and Brisbane.
Another tough one.
Jeez,
Jeez.
where is that?
It's in Darwin.
It's in Darwin.
Okay.
Why are they playing a game of this
I don't know.
caliber in
If
Darwin?
anything, that benefits Brisbane to me. But I'm going to go with Parramatta. I think they're going to keep the momentum up. It's going to be a tough one. I know Brisbane just blew out
Titans
the Titans the other day, but
don't
again, a
think
rocky start. It wasn't really
as impressive as the scoreline showed.
exactly right. So I'm going to go with Para. I think they're going to be stronger across the park, and hopefully they can get it done.
I know you and Dad have tipped Para, but I'm going with Brisbane. Reece Walsh is the best player in the comp. I'm not tipping against them, so Brisbane to win.
Okay.
Next game, we've got Dogs versus Sharks, again at a Core Stadium.
The Dogs with the injury list that they have, they're not getting it done. The Sharks, you just saw how good the Sharks can be. Going up against quality opposition like the Roosters, I'm taking Katara or Mulatalo any time again. Nico Hines is in fine form as well. He's vying for the number 6 Origin jersey. I'm going the Sharks.
I think Sharks is probably the easiest tip of the round, and they've already lost a couple easy games this year, so they're going to be, all guns blazing for this game. Sharks 13+.
Why is Dad taking the Bulldogs?
I don't know. He usually doesn't take them ever.
Very stupid.
I did
tip.
clarify with him.
I know. I'm like, are you sure you want to take the Bulldogs? He said yes. And look, we love the Bulldogs, right? We don't usually tip with our hearts. We're usually smart punters. But Dad's taking the Bulldogs.
Hey, but shout out to Declan Casey. Good luck this week.
Yeah, good luck this week, Deck.
Next game, we've got Cowboys and Knights with a notable out of Jason Taumalolo.
I mean, I hate the Cowboys for what they've done to me the last couple of weeks.
Look,
but
for
I'll still
context,
tip them.
the Cowboys have cost us 2 weeks in a row. We've included them in the TikTok multi, and you can check that over on our socials at Jon-Bernard K. Each week we put one out, and at Picklebet as well. They've cost us. We took them this week against the Warriors.
I hate them.
They lost. I don't want to take them. I'm not going to go with them this week.
Yeah, take the Knights out.
I'm
Pure
taking the
hatred.
Knights.
Yeah.
Just out of what they've done to us this week and the consistent footy that the Knights have been playing, I'm going to back Jackson Hastings and I'm
Ponga.
going the Knights.
Ponga's back.
And Ponga being back as
and
well.
Jacob Saifidi.
What do you
both
think?
back.
Knights?
Yeah, I think Knights.
I'm taking the Cowboys reluctantly.
Well, Dad's taking the Knights as well, so I'm sticking strong with the old man there.
Next game, we've got Dolphins versus Titans.
Oh, man.
This is so tough.
This is actually one of the toughest rounds.
I'll be honest, I really like the way Gold Coast play football. They can't defend to save their life, but they're actually great in attack. That Khan Pereira on the wing is a very good winger. I really like the way he runs the boys fast. Fodawaker's probably the informed prop. And I just think the Dolphins, I don't know, without the discipline and all that, I just don't think they're that good of a team. Like they overplay.
Edric Lee, Kafusi, Jared Wallace, all back for
That's
Dolphins.
a big ins.
That's a big
They're
in.
big
But then
ins.
for Titans, you've got AJ Brimson.
Oh, that's big.
So
Yeah, I'm going with the Gold Coast Titans. I think it's going to be a close game, and the Dolphins continue to surprise with their discipline in defence.
That's a
they're
Titans.
not the flashiest attacking team, but they get the job done, and that's Wayne Bennett footy. But I'm going to go with the Gold Coast.
That's Titans across the board.
Richard's gone Titans as well.
last game, we've got Tigers versus Manly.
Third last game. This is going all the way to Tuesday. It's going all the way to Tuesday. I'm going Manly. Manly, for what they did and how consistent they looked against the Melbourne Storm.
Yeah. Josh Schuster back. They're going to win this game.
Is he back? Because sometimes he's in, then he's out.
He's
It's like
back.
there's always
He's
a
back
late
this-
call.
He's back this week.
Not that Cooper Johns has been playing badly. They just look better when Schuster's in.
And it's just the fact that this game's at Campbelltown. But what bugs me is Dane Laurie's picked at 14. Just start him at fullback. Benji, Tim
But maybe
Sheens.
they're happy with the way that Charlie Staines is playing.
No,
Nah,
he's moved to the wing.
Staines, yeah,
They've named
it's-
a kid on debut. What's his name?
Buller.
Buller. Yeah,
Well,
I don't
never heard
think
of
he'll
him,
be
yeah.
as good as Dane Laurie. I think they've got something against Dane Laurie. Expect him to move probably prior to
Listen,
June
I don't
30.
think they got something against. They're just trying to chop and change, and hopefully something sticks and works for him. Because by the looks of it, if they don't win this game and they go 0-7,
Yeah.
it's looking very rough.
Well,
for
this
the
is their
Tigers.
most winnable game at Campbelltown.
Yeah, because going into next week, I believe they got Penrith. So again, they lose this. If they lose this week, it's a guaranteed loss the next week. You don't want to be a Tigers fan. But yeah, that's Penrith. So that's Manly all around.
And now we go to the Anzac Day games.
We've got Roosters and Dragons.
Yeah, we said this before. Roosters 13+. Crichton back. Tupanua back. Matt Lodge off the bench.
Manu being told, get your touches on the ball, run a bit more.
Pull your finger out.
They're gonna have a field day. I think it's gonna be a 13+ Roosters.
I'm still expecting Sam Walker to play. I think he'll be a late inclusion. I think they're just doing this for some reason, maybe to send a message.
Nah.
I'm expecting him to play.
It's a message from Trent Robinson.
It's too disrespectful to drop him.
And we back Sam Walker, but it's Roosters across the board between you and Dad. So
if Sam Walker plays, in your opinion, what Manu just pushes straight back to the
Momorowski just goes. I mean, Momorowski's been available all season. They've decided to play Hutchinson. For this week, they want to play Momorowski.
It's going to be the talking point of the round in terms of emissions, but I think Roosters still get the job done.
And then we've got Melbourne versus Warriors. So Nelson Solomona's back for Melbourne, who's a big
Is Nick
inclusion.
Meaney back into the side?
Nick Meaney's also back.
Okay, so this is pretty much almost a full-strength Melbourne.
Bar Pappenhausen.
Yeah, and bar maybe some outside backs. I'm going to go with Melbourne again. Melbourne coming off a loss, you're always going to take that bet. I've always said, always bet against the Warriors, except when they're at home, because look what they did to us last week. But this should be a Melbourne defeat.
They are at home, and I'm going to back the opposing team again. The game's in New Zealand. Oh no, it's in Melbourne, isn't it?
Game's in Melbourne.
Okay, sorry, the game's in Melbourne. Thankfully.
I'm going Melbourne. I don't think the Warriors can back themselves up.
I mean, Warriors are usually the bogey team for Melbourne.
Yeah, teams that give Melbourne a hard time. Canberra, Warriors, and
sometimes the Bulldogs.
Para or the Bulldogs on a good day.
But if this is the game where Melbourne have to get their, the shit stuff that they did wrong last week, right?
And they should have no excuses. Your team is starting to
they rarely lose 2 in a row.
Come together. Your injuries are getting sorted. Your suspensions, everything's coming together. Hopefully Pappenhausen injects himself back into this side very soon. But that's a resounding Melbourne.
With Paps coming back soon, does that mean Meaney just goes to the wing?
Meaney to the wing. Pappenhausen.
No, actually, I think he just gets
Pappenhausen can only play fullback. What do you mean?
I'm saying Meaney. What happens to Meaney?
I think they like Warbrick. I think they like the way he plays, or even if George Jennings comes back,
or
he's more of a specialist swinger.
He could play that 14 role like that Nico Hines role.
That could happen.
He has played that in the past.
For him at
yeah, Garlic has been good. I like the way he plays.
Shout out to Garlo's Pies. Good pies. Yeah, but that's our tips for the week. Again, you can check them out on @Jon-Bernard K Social, @the JBK Show, and Picklebet for our multi this week.